What's going on, guys? Today I just want to kind of talk about some of the things I've noticed playing ranked play. There are ways that you can very easily increase your skill rating, like your rank points, and just overall generally your game without having to do anything mechanically different. All right, so kind of what I've been noticing is I get into these matches with players online that it doesn't
Hello
really
there,
seem
and
like they're
welcome to a
aware
game that
of
is
how to play
PGA
the
Tour
game just in general, like not
2K25.
2K25,
Can't wait to
just
see what
golf,
happens today.
right? Golf
I got good
IQ
feelings. I'm gonna leave it
translates
there.
to this game just
And
as
we
much
are teeing it
as it
up at
does
the
in person, like
Riviera
in real
Country
life.
Club
I'm
today.
not some like
So much history here.
scratch
All
golfer,
right, let's get to it.
or I'm not shooting like 4 or 5 under par. I'm a bad IRL golfer. However, I do better than most of the people at my handicap because sometimes I think a little bit smarter than them. And smarter, not harder, actually translates into this game significantly. Also, it will usually bode well to think smarter in the event that you may not have the best swing. So here we got 9 degrees. You got 50, it's a 52 down, 52 feet down, 9 into the wind. My driver's not going to carry that much because of the wind, so we can just let one rip here. All right,
Well,
that
I'm
knowledge
sure that's not what you
comes
intended.
from just playing the game. I
Second
knew it
shot
wasn't going
here
to
on the
roll
first.
off into like the sidewalk right here. Making it into the light rough, that, I mean, I didn't foresee that, right? The kick is kind of hard to judge, but I knew it wasn't going to make it there. There's no reason for me to pull out a 3 wood and make this hole significantly longer on the second shot. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. Let's say each one of these lines is a pace. This flag is 3 paces off the fringe. In real world, you would aim like over here and try to get it to run down. Notice how it's coming downhill, right? You could shoot like a nice fade, try to hit it to let it roll and come up, right? Or if you able to stick, like this is a long distance, but if you're able to stick it, you would go up top and try to let it come down. As you can see, it's coming downhill, right? That's what these lines are. You can go right at the flag, or you can go over here. By the look of this green, I would say if you had to rank those 4 options, I would definitely go option number 1, like, is try to aim for this in hopes that it's going to roll down towards the flag. Option 2, I would aim for the back of the flag. Option 3 would be to go for this bailout zone, we'll call it that. And fourth option, which I don't recommend doing at all, period, in the discussion, is aiming straight at the flag, trying to get it to hit the hole, like trying to go for a hole out. When I say straight at the flag, I don't literally mean putting the blue line on the flag and swinging, because we got to take into account this and this. Okay, so you got to think about that before you take a shot. Granted, I know in a ranked play you have 2.5 minutes per hole, but you got to kind of think quickly, right? Because if this was IRL golf, it would be kind of the same. So 1, 2, 3, we're not even going to mention it. All right, let's see what happens. So my thought here is I'm actually going to go for this. Why? Because there's 6 miles per hour wind. If I go over here and I end up hitting it poorly, it's going to fly even further from the away from the green. Right? So if I go to this side, aiming up here, I have a chance for it not to roll this way because the lines are going left to right. And I have a chance for it to land pretty close to the hole if it comes down this hill. I'm not the best swing with my analog, so that right there makes sense in my brain. Let's try it.
This one's a little to the right on approach.
All right, I didn't close my face enough. I'm off the green a little bit, but I have a, it's not horrible. Like, I'm not in a horrible position here.
All right, sink this, and that'll be for birdie. Going towards that hole.
So do you see kind of how we break that down? You kind of mentally think about it. I didn't hit it well. That's a perfect example of me just not hitting it well, but it worked out okay. I walked away with a birdie. Better than hitting it to the left and it just going absolute horribly. Here is a perfect example of thinking smart. We're in the rough, heavy rough, right? 81 to 91% is all you're going to get out of this shot. right? 83 to 93 at max. Okay, 83 to 93%. If you just want to do quick math in your head, 10% of 137, 13.7. This is rounded to, yeah, let's just say 13.7. All right, so started at 80%. You know what I'm saying? Like we're already right. We're thinking, right? We got 26 to 28 yards of taking off of it. Well, go back 26 to 28 yards. See where we're getting to? It ain't gonna make it there, especially with the wind. So we got to think smart. Like, okay, the smart play here would be go for the left side of the green. If I go for the left side of the green, I should be okay. It won't end that badly for me, right? If I go for the left side of the green, I should be fine. It's easy that way. If I would have taken the pitching wedge right at the hole, it might have not ended well for me. It's about being smarter. It's not about being the best PGA 2K player on the planet. If you can just think about things, it makes your life a lot easier. Par 3, it's a little uphill, not really unless I go to the left. A lot of wind, a lot. At that distance, 8 is going to hurt. There's a bunker here, so if I hit a sweeping draw, we're in trouble. Can you land in front of the flag? You could. Can you land behind the flag? You better hope you land on the green. Otherwise, this rip, it's going to go into the bunker or it's going to come all the way down. It's telling me to hit a 6-iron. That's just not going to get there. That's simple. So I'm going to go 5-iron.
Coming in for a landing on the short stuff could be good.
Right? Just a little bit of thinking goes a long way.
That putt will drop, and that's
A little bit of thinking. Now, there are times when you want to get aggressive and you want to go for it. Do it. I say do it. But there are also times like it's just not worth it. Here we go. Here's another moment to think about. We're 134 yards out, 14 feet up, 6 off the right. We're in the center of the fairway. What are we doing? Well, we definitely don't want to land pretty much anywhere from this line right here all the way to the flag. Right? You don't want to land anywhere to the right of that line. If you do, you're in some trouble. Let's look at the left. Well, other than up here in the corner and down here, we're pretty much okay to go for the middle of the green. And that's where we're trying to aim. There's a lot of wind, 8 miles per hour, uphill. So we're just gonna aim off to the right of the green. All right, and think about it in the sense of we're trying to get it to land in the middle.
Okay, on the
it's in the middle.
Safely.
And now we're putting for birdie.
Good luck here. We've got
it's that easy. If I would have went for that flag
this one looks like it's
and it didn't hit it well, that's the
right.
most important part. It's about hitting it well, not hitting it well. We're not all perfect players. Right? We're not shooting 70 under through 4 rounds, that is. If that's the case, and you're kind of like me, where sometimes your thumb slips. You want to be smarter about where you're putting the ball to give yourself a chance for a birdie like that. Those putts are easy. I know I can make those putts with my brain somewhere else. So give yourself the opportunity to make those type of putts. If you're struggling with swinging, just bring the difficulty down. Figure that out first. But if you're struggling with like, man, I keep going in bunkers, or I keep going in the water, I keep going out of bounds, play smarter. It's gonna happen.
Here we go, birdie putt.
Also, unlock super flop.
5 under for your score at the par.
I hope this is making sense. I hope it's kind of making you think about like, oh yeah, I don't need to try to go for the flag every single hole.
On the tee of the 12th hole, it's a par.
All right, want to go over the trees and let the wind kind of grab it. Yep, and the wind grabs it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, that'll work. This one's
all right, 6 down. Ball's gonna fly a little bit further.
And the green
there's a little bit of wind
from us where we want to land it, so be careful of the approach.
Looks like there's actually a downhill towards the flag. If we wanted to play this safe, I would go 50 degree at like 113. right? 50 degree at 113 yards, and I would aim about 6 to the left. That goes right at it.
All right, nice approach on that one. Team told this
Here we go.
Par 3.
Perfect example. How to be smarter and not try to be Tiger Woods every single time you step up to the tee box. There's 2 very large bunkers. Oh, it's actually just 1 large bunker right in front of this flag. We're hitting a 6-iron. That's what's recommending, a 6-iron. I'm telling you right now, if you step up, you don't even change clubs, you're gonna fly the green. A 7-iron. That looks pretty enticing. Now, you got to take in consideration there's 12 feet down, so it's gonna fly 3 to 4 yards, maybe 4 to 5 yards further. Plus, there's 4 miles per hour of wind, helping and pushing right. So first of all, let's just go ahead and take into account the pushing right, helping. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's a good one. Nice pin high. All right, here's the 7-foot putt.
And that's a field thing. I in my head, I'm thinking
7 on the day.
3 to 4 yards, 4 to 5 yards ish, helping 4, maybe a yard or 2, maybe 2.5, maybe 3. And you learn and you figure those out for yourself. All right, let's look at this. If I hit this, I'm gonna go about 270, 280, which leaves me about what, 140, 160 in, something like that. Sorry. Yeah, if I go 275, right? Let's just say it goes 275, leaves me just shy of 200, so like 180 to 190 yards in. That's another 6-iron or 5-iron. If I go driver and I hit it well, it's gonna go maybe like a 315, maybe, right? Then I only have like 140 yards in. But that's if I hit it well. Yeah, I hit it well.
Yeah, we'll take that.
325.
Second shot.
And now I have 150 in, which is going to play close to like 150. All right, we got 5. Let's take into account the 5. And take into account the 8. And we know it's helping a little bit. That's why I went back a little bit more.
Safely on the
I didn't read the green.
This could take you down.
If I would have read the green, I would have noticed that this
like this one starts off
was coming down towards my feet. So that
goes
means
to
if
the
I land
right.
close to that hole, it's going to roll away from it. I should have read the green. If I would have read the green better, I would have taken a little bit more off so that I landed over here and rolled closer to the hole. This is a tough putt.
This putt's tracking.
Here we go. Telling you guys, if you can just think
Good luck
about
here
that
on the
stuff in the
16th.
round, you're going to shoot significantly lower, have a better chance at moving up in ranked, have a better chance at TGC tours, and have a better chance on the ranked society tours. All right. Catch my stream Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sundays maybe, depending on availability. If you have questions, throw them in the comments. Otherwise, thank you